There's not one but two big movies hitting theaters this weekend. The first is the latest Marvel installment, Ant-Man, starring Casey's own Paul Rudd, and the second is the female-centric new comedy Trainwreck, starring Amy Schumer. Which film is worth your weekend movie bucks? Film critic Mitch is here to tell us if either one makes your list. Let's talk about Ant-Man first. Okay. A lot of interest in this because of Paul Rudd. What do you think?
Yeah, well, obviously he is Ant-Man.
He is.
But he also helped write the script along with Adam McKay. So,
well, Adam McKay, funny guy too.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like your non-superhero movie, which is probably a good thing. How many superhero movies have we seen over the last few months and last year? And that, it kind of adds to the appeal of Ant-Man. It takes a little while to get started. You see Paul Rudd there with Evangeline Lilly. A great addition. This is actually, like I was saying, it's more of the non-superhero movie, but it kind of gives you a look into a different side of the Marvel universe that we haven't seen before. And, you know, I think at this point it's kind of welcome. Michael Douglas is fantastic in the movie as well.
You know, if Paul Rudd helped write it, not to mention Adam McKay, it would make somebody like me who's not a big superhero fan think, I'm going to go to this, it might be funny.
Right, and it is. There's so much humor throughout the entire movie, and it's not like a good versus evil for an entire 2 hours, and it's actually less than 2 hours.
All right, let's talk about what you thought of this one. Did it make your list?
Okay, this is why I'm trying to see what full screen we're going to bring up first of why it did or didn't make up my list. Okay, so it made my list because it is that superhero movie. A lot of people are kind of, they're over the superhero format. Okay, again, less good versus evil confrontations and a lot of humor and heart. So that's why it makes my list. You know, it almost didn't make my list because you remember that Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie?
I do, yeah.
It kind of reminds you of that a little bit.
But
in a bad way.
Oh, in a bad way.
In a bad way. A slow start. And I felt like it was kind of a little bit of a waste of a villain. Corey Stoll plays Yellow Jacket in the movie. But Joel, I think you'd really enjoy
the humor is going to get me there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's going to get me there. Okay, let's talk about Trainwreck with Amy Schumer. I've seen the ads on television. Even the ads on television sort of make you go, oh, wow, did they say that? Did they do that?
Oh, there's a lot in the movie that you couldn't even put in a trailer. So this is an R-rated rom-com, and you know, it's Judd Apatow. Amy Schumer wrote the script. From the get-go, I mean, it starts within the first 5 minutes. You are kind of squirming in your seat a little bit because it's raunchy. It's Amy Schumer at her, I would say, at her best. It's not just the one-liners she throws out there, but her facial expressions. They're just, I mean, she gets put in awkward situations and you kind of see how she reacts, and that's what makes it really funny. Bill Hader, LeBron James.
He's supposed to be really good in it.
He's so good in this movie. Yeah, it's kind of a surprise. Such a natural actor. Really, really good. And Bill Hader is always funny. So.
All right, is Trainwreck a train wreck, or is it something worth seeing?
So it is something worth seeing. You know, obviously you're there for Amy Schumer. Again, a great R-rated rom-com. It kind of reminds you a little bit of Bridesmaids and other movies that Judd Apatow has directed. Amy Schumer and the whole supporting cast, fantastic. A lot of memorable moments. A lot of moments that you'll be talking about after you leave the theater. Okay, so the reason why it might not have made my list, but it did make my list. It's a little too preachy in spots.
How does it preach?
Which is surprising because if you know Amy Schumer, it's a little too preachy about how you have to have a family to kind of be happy in life at the end. It's bizarre. It kind of caught me off guard.
Because you would have thought it would take completely the other turn.
Right. So
interesting.
Yeah. So there's a message that they're trying to get out there. Nothing wrong with that, but it kind of doesn't make sense with how
a little jarring to the rest of it.
Right, a little too preachy, slow start, but overall, both movies are great to see. But Trainwreck is not for the kids by any stretch of the imagination.
Even the commercials aren't for the kids. Now, for more of Mitch's movie opinions, we're going to have a link to his website on ours, kchlive.tv, later today. Thanks for being here. I am going to go see Ant-Man. I'm going to go see that based on your list.
Okay,
I will go see it.